Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's gonna join us. Are we live? All right, we are officially live. I did find it. We're gonna share real quick with our groups. Oh, we don't want that. We want groups. And we're gonna do the VIP and our team. All right. Let's see who's coming to hang out. We've got Hey Chuck in the house. Let's make sure we got this all turned down. We don't want to hurt anybody's ears. How is the sound? Please let me know. I'm just going to do one little thing here. Plug that back in. And then hopefully the sound is okay. So please let me know how things sound on your end. I know we've had some issues with garbling over the recent time. Say hello and let me know you're here. Checking for comments. All right, we're just going to switch out the screen here so we can see. We're going to do our housekeeping and then we're going to get into Hey Chuck. This set is so stinking cute. If you remember a few years ago, we had Hey Chick, which was quite popular. We all loved it. And now Hey Chuck is out and coordinates beautifully with that set. So if you still have your Hey Chick, you're going to definitely want Hey Chuck to go with it. So let's get our housekeeping stuff out of the way. Hey, Sue, so glad you could make it. How's the sound? Am I okay on your end? Let me know. Just waiting to see if the sound check is okay or if I'm crunchy. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Sue. All right. Fun in the Sun is the next paper pumpkin. Subscription period opened on the 11th, so you have until July 10th to get in on this one. This one is going to be all about summer. The supplies you need for 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. You're going to get all on occasion stamp set to support and encourage those you love. You're going to have pearlescent backed sequins. Those are going to be pretty. Summertime ephemera pack, pre-cut die cuts, and of course a Daffodil Delight Stampin' Spot. So the July kit will be a Fun in the Sun theme. So definitely look forward to that. Just a quick reminder that you do have a new color checklist in the VIP. Hey, Kay. So glad you could join us. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in your lives. Hope everybody's having a great day. Anyways, new color checklist. If you want to keep track of as you get your ink pads, your ink refills, your Stampin' Blend Duos, your cardstock, here's a quick little checklist for you to keep track of all the new colors. And that includes the 5 new in colors as well as the new core colors that were added or brought back. So if you're missing any of those pieces, this is a great way to keep track to make sure you get all of your colors. Designer Series paper sale, that is the entire month of June. So you do have a couple more weeks left on this. And it's almost all of our Designer Series paper. It excludes the specialty papers, but everything else is here. We are going to be using this Glorious Gingham tonight as one of our papers. We're also using a piece of the Fresh as a Daisy paper tonight. So, but all of our papers are on sale at 15% off. So it's a great time to stock up. My order should be arriving on Tuesday. I got all of the papers I didn't already have. So I'm stocked up heavily. Even the Hello Irresistible, which is an online only Designer Series paper, is included in that 15% sale. And if you're a demonstrator and you're saving your 20 to 25%, you get that on top of this 15% off. So you get to save even more. It is a pretty day, Sue. I do agree. We've had some nice sun and it's been beautiful. Starter kit is also a special this month. And again, it's the entire month. If you haven't already joined Stampin' Up, this is the perfect time to get it, because instead of the typical $125 for $99, you're getting $155 worth of product for $99. Still free shipping. So all the goods, you just get to add extra stuff to that starter kit, and then you can begin saving 20% on all future orders. Online exclusives, July, I believe 6th, we'll be adding lots more to the online exclusive collection. But demonstrators do have the opportunity to pre-order some stuff a little bit early, but there's lots more than this yet to come. So just to keep an eye out on that. The newest kit is the Confetti Birthday Kit. The plan, I guess, is to try to release a new kit every month. So the June kit is this Confetti Birthday Kit, which is a really cute one. And we want to make sure we remember all those birthdays that we need to recognize. For me personally, I do have the June tutorial bundle available with free with a $50 purchase in my online store. There's 47 projects in the June bundle from 47 different demonstrators who participated in this. So we have some great projects in here that are really, really cute and easy to replicate with full instructions. You can purchase the tutorial bundle outright in my online store. And again, that is $20 to purchase it outright. Otherwise, like I said, you can get it free with a $50 purchase or being a member of my team. And yes, I know I have not gotten it out yet. I had planned on doing it the week before, but I had this shoulder injury that's kind of waylaid all of my plans. Hey, Lori, glad you could join us. I am now on some mega doses of steroids, which if you've ever taken prednisone in large doses, and I've taken it before, but never at this dose, holy side effects. I'm right now like melting from the hot flashes. So I got the air conditioner going. Ugh. I've had the GI upset from the steroids. I don't recommend them, but the shoulder is starting to ease up. It's not gone, but I can at least stamp now. I can't pick up anything heavy. They've decided it's a tendonitis of the bicep muscle. But holy moly, you don't realize what you use that bicep muscle for. Like just turning over in bed has been painful. But anyway, enough about that. We are going to make Hey Chuck cards. And I got to show you what we're making tonight. They are so stinking cute. I don't know what there is about these dang chickens, but I love them. So here's card number 1 we'll be making. This is our Rise and Shine. Isn't he the cutest? And then card number 2, we have It's Your Birthday. And then card number 3 will be You Rule the Roost. Love, love, love these chickens. Of course, I was a big fan of Hey Chick. So, of course, I'm now a fan of Hey Chuck. So, hey Barb, so glad you could join us. We just finished our housekeeping, so you're just in time. We're going to start with Rise and Shine. So let's get all of our goods that we need here. We need this packet. And we need all of these. We need our, I got things all over the place, so just bear with me. But we need our fence, our sentiment, and our chicken. We have our ink pad. More ink. And blending brushes, dirty blending brushes. And we have lots of blends because we are going to be doing some coloring tonight. All right, so we're going to set all this aside. We're going to start with, we have a thick basic white card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and we do have that scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to fold on that. Oh, hey, Miss Betty. So glad you could make it. You made it just in time. We're just getting started. We just did all of our housekeeping, talked about paper pumpkin and tutorial bundles and all that good stuff. All right. So we have our card base. Then I have a piece of that Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper. What did I put? No adhesive. I gotta grab my adhesive. Apparently, I left that over on the other table. Of course I did. Alrighty. We have adhesive now. So we're just going to go ahead and attach this to our card base. Just like that. Ain't you cute? Okay. Now we're going to bring it in. I have a piece of basic white. This is just a card panel, but we are going to die cut. Once I figure out what I did with my dies. I didn't bring them on over. Here I thought I did so good at getting myself organized today. Apparently, not so much. We're using the Countryside Corners dies. And I'm using the number 2 die right here. So this is not the largest, but it's the second largest. And we're going to run this through. I have my Big Boss here behind me. I'm just going to put that down and run that through quick. I have to say that's the other thing that's a little bit annoying is it's my right shoulder that's the problem. And of course I'm right-hand dominant. So rolling through the big boss or any boss, baby included, it's a little annoying, but it's better than it was. I'm going to stop complaining because it could be worse. Okay, so now we're just going to bring in a scrap here of paper here, and we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. So I have Garden Green. This is for our grass. Let's put this where. And I have my little blending tool here. Love these little blending brushes. And I like to start off and then work my way in. And that helps get a better blend so that you don't end up with a big blob like that on your project. So I'm just going about to this little corner, I guess you'd call that, just to add a little bit of grass. And it's always better to start light and add more till you're happy, because if you go too heavy, you can't take the ink away. But you can always continue to layer to get more in there. I think that looks good. A nice coloring there. So we're done with our ink. Yeah, let's lay that thing for now. All right. I don't have a ton of room here. I should have thought ahead better, but it's okay. Now I've got my larger blending tool here, and we're going to use a boho blue. And I discovered my boho blue is extremely juicy, so we're just basically tapping, because if you see, it's all in that track there, because it's real super juicy. So you want to make sure you're definitely starting off and then work your way in. Just want to give a nice blend. And like I said, always start with lighter. You can always add more if you need to. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So now we have our nice blue sky. And I like to keep a little bit of that white there in the middle. It's not really white. It's just that the green was real light there and the blue is even lighter. So therefore, you have a nice transition space there. So that finishes our background piece. We can get rid of that. Next, I have a pretty large scrap of basic white. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead. We're going to stamp our chicken or rooster. I guess he's a rooster, being he's Chuck. And we're just going to stamp old Chuck there. Let's see, we need Mr. Chuck. Then I have my fence, and I need 3 of these. So we're going to go ahead, stamp 1, 2, and 3. So set that there. And that. I left myself enough room for my sentiment. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to pull. I have a big mess of blends here. I have Real Red Light and Dark. I have Pumpkin Pie Dark. I have a Light Lemon Lolly. I have, let's see, Light and Dark Boho Blue and Dark Night of Navy. I have Light and Dark Pecan Pie. Light and Dark Copper Clay. And then I have from the skin tones, I have the Stampin' Up! 200. So let's see. I started with the light copper clay on our rooster here. So just gonna get him colored. I probably should have done some of this a little bit ahead of time because this is a little bit more time consuming. But I did do a lot of the cutting and stuff ahead, so hopefully this won't be too tough. But I wanted you to be able to still see the process. So there's that. And then we're going to take the dark copper clay. We're going to go about midway up that. And then I have that dark Stampin' Up! 200. And that's just going to go along the bottom here. Then we go back with the light copper clay and go over the whole thing and blend it all out. And then that's where I bring in the dark pumpkin pie. My pumpkin pie tip is getting wore out. This is one of my original blends pens, so it's kind of ready to be replaced, but we're making it work. Switch I think to the bullet tip just because. And then you're just going to take that right in and blend it right into that copper clay, so you don't have that harsh line. So you'll see that starts to blend pretty nicely. All right, next we're going to grab our lemon lolly and we're just going to do his little beak. Oh, we need the pumpkin pie to do his eyes and his waddle. I'm actually going to do the bullet. I think that's what they call it, a waddle, right? Right there underneath his chin. And then we're just going to grab his eyelids. I just think he's so adorable. And then, where did I put those? I've got here the pecan pie, and we're going to use the light to do his little feet. Then we have the real red. I'm going to take the light and we're going to color in his head. Take the dark. And now his tail. For his tail, I got fancy with the boho blue and the Night of Navy. I took the light boho and filled in his entire tail. So we're just going to fill that in. And the dark. And then we took the Night of Navy. And the light again. And the light is what blends it all out. The light boho. And there is our chicken. I was trying to remember the chicken on one of the cartoons that I put on for Tucker. Was it Foghorn or something like that? All right, so now I have the pecan pie, light and dark, and we're going to do our fence. So we're starting with the light. And just again, flooding it with color really quickly. We don't get too fancy with this fence. Dark. And then a quick blend. Who has a Hey Chick at home from a couple years ago? Like I said, I loved that set. I thought that was the most stinkingest cute set. And this Hey Chuck is just as stinking cute. Oh, thanks, Barb. Sue, you do? I know. I think it's so cute. Like I said, it was one of my... I'd have to put that in like one of my top 10 categories. Just for cuteness. And if memory serves, there was a second set of Hey Chicks that they brought back, a coordinating set. You got it too, Lori? Yeah, they're so cute. Or maybe they just brought it back. I can't remember now. So there was 2 sets of Hey Chick. Okay, thank you, Barb. And you got them both. I know I got them both then too, if there was 2. I couldn't remember if there really was or not, though. I got mine packed away. I should pull them out because, like I said, this set I think will coordinate really, really well. Okay, I have some Post-it notes. I did remember to do that because next up we need to do some die cutting. So we're gonna pull our fence and our chicken. We're gonna get everything lined up. Let's take just a little bit to get lined up. They're not bad. There's that. And that's number 1. Like I said, I hope I stamp these so I still have room to get my sentiment out of it, but if not, we've got lots of white running around here. We can grab more, but okay. Just gonna toss this onto the boss. One fence. And a chicken. Another fence to be cut. One more fence to go. Oh, Laura, you're going to need it. You're going to need this one. Wait till I get done with you tonight. You're going to want it. You'll call me up. Call me an enabler. No doubt in my mind. All right, we're going to get these out of the way. Pull them out when we need them again. Okay. Let's see. We do need... Do I have enough room on here? Let's see. Let's see. We need Rise and Shine. What did I do with that? Had it here. Here it is. Basic black. Let's see. Put it here. We might be able to get it. All right. Rise and Shine. Okay, then to cut that out, I used the Something Fancy dies. I love this little angle cut label down here. So I use this one. Hopefully this is good. Oh, it's gonna fit. Perfect. So bring that back. Run this through. And just like that, we have a sentiment. All right, so we can go ahead and put this die back so we don't lose it. And we can throw that away. Okay, now we're going to put our pieces and parts together. I did cut out ahead of time from the dies. We have this cute little sun rays that's part of the die collection. And we're just going to go ahead and add a little adhesive there. And that's going to go right about there. Then I have my little mini dimensionals here. We're going to go ahead and add them to our fence. I agree, Kate. They are stinking adorable. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, peel the backings off. And that one is going to go about like so. And you'll see there's a little notch in the fence. So I just kind of like line those notches up to kind of link my fence together. Don't know that that's necessary, but that's what I've done. And then this one will go right like so. Then I'm going to take some larger dimensionals. We're going to go ahead and add this to our card base. So, and then for our fun little chicken, he's going to straddle the fence right about there like so. Rise and shine. Those are minis. We'll go right across with 3 of those. And there we have it. Rise and shine. Isn't he cute? All right. Moving right along. We're going to step up here and we're going to do It's Your Birthday with this little cranky rooster. I think he's stinking cute too. And he's on his little skateboard and he's just having fun. So for this one, we have a pumpkin pie, oh my God, pecan pie card base. I cut this one 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So we'll go ahead and press that out. Okay, there it is. Then we have a piece of, oh goodness, which one? Here it is. Basic white that is 3 3/4 inches square. And this we have to run through the Big Boss because we are using one of the online exclusive basic 3D embossing folders. It's the set of 3. We're using this one here that's got the little hashes for some extra texture on this. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. It is a 3D, so you do need to use your #1 platform. You do not need the wafer shim, but you do need the #1. Then you're going to put your cardstock in there, and then you need your specialty plate #4. That's all you need. You're going to run this through. Enjoy the beautiful texture. Will admit that one smirks. My shoulder does not like that. But Gotta do what you gotta do. So there's that. And that just gets adhered. Right here along that left edge and semi-center here. Not fold that very good. All right. Then I did take a piece of Pretty Peacock and I went ahead and cut this out, and I used the Radiating Stitches dies. I used the smallest rectangle, and that is also going to be adhered nice and flat and is going to go along the edge there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's pull that right there like so. Then I have a piece of Pool Party. This measures 3 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches long. And we're going to go ahead and stamp our happy birthday in this one. Stamps. Okay, so this is happy birthday. So we got our Memento Black ink pad here. And we're going to stamp that over here onto the right edge. Like so. It's your birthday. And this gets dimensionals. And I just use 3. And that's gonna just layer right about there. Looks good. On top of the, this is Pretty Peacock. Hey, Sherry, glad you could join us. Yeah, so this is Pretty Peacock. This is Pool Party. And this is Pecan Pie. Hope that helps, sorry, Barb.
I can't tell which sticker you are referring to.
Sherry just woke up and decided to get involved in the conversation. Okay. What's going on here? There we are. Okay. I think we're back to we just had a, I don't know, somebody was over on YouTube being a little inappropriate. So I just had to remove them. So hopefully that did not cause any issues for anybody. Okay. I have a scrap of basic white. We are going to stamp Mr. Rooster. Oh, no problem, Lauren, Sherry. We're just starting card number 2 now, so you didn't miss too much. Okay, so here's Mr. Rooster. He's so cute. So there's that. Then we need his, I want to say roller skate, but it's a skateboard. So we need his skateboard. And we're just going to squeeze that over here on the side. Oh, I will. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, first they stuck my finger right in the ink. Okay. And we need a birthday cake. Just a little birthday cake for the birthday person. There we go. And cover up the ink so we don't make a mess. Clean the stamp. Get these all out of the way. Rolling all over the plastic bags. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now it's time to color. So, this one, we bring in Pretty Peacock, little smoky slate, pool party, a little tiny bit of bubble bath. And then, what other colors did I have in this one? Oh, I had... Let's see. We need Lemon Lolly again. We used Copper Clay. Pumpkin Pie. And then, of course, we use the Dark Real Red. And I believe this one here at 200. And I think that should do us. Okay, so we're going to do quickly our little skateboard. And that I did in the Copper Clay. So we're just going to take the light. And then the dark, I just do that. And then the dark smoky slate. We're going to do our wheels. And our skateboard is done. Then for our cake, I did Pool Party, just the dark. Save that though. And we had the dark bubble bath for our frosting. And we had our flame and pumpkin pie. And our candle was pink too. I think I pulled the wrong pink for the frosting, but that's okay. It'll work. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's do light real red for the. Yeah, that'll look better. There we go. We have frosting now. Okay. And then I took a little of the lemon lolly and did our little glow. All right, while I have that in my hand, we're going to go ahead and do our rooster's big mouth. He's yelling and he's hollering, "It's your birthday." Then we have our pumpkin pie again. Well, thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you like them. We're going to use that bullet tip and we're going to try to get that tongue and his eyelid. Like so. Oh, his legs.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Oh, who's talking to me? Oh, I think my Alexa came alive on my computer. We don't need you. Go to sleep. Oh my goodness, between Surrey and all these things, they're all talking to me. The worst possible time, no less. Okay, so there's his legs. Next up, we will do his body, and we're going to take again that light copper clay. And we're just going to fill him in about halfway up. And the dark. Wow, I am really melting. Those steroids, like I said, they're kicking my butt. Prednisone. Holy moly. I've been on prednisone before, but I'd never have taken 60 milligrams at one time. I think the maximum dose I've ever been on is 40, and then you wean down. They started me at 60, and I'm weaning down. I'm down to 40 now, but holy cow. Like I said, you name the side effect, and I think I've got it. Whew. To include the hot flashes. All right, so now we're just going to take that light copper clay and just kind of push that out. Now we need our trusty pumpkin pie again. And we're just going to fill that in, and you're just going to keep blending until the harsh lines are gone. Like so. Okay, now on to the dark real red to do his little neck here. And his little waddle. He's got a little waddle right there. I didn't get crazy with his comb. I just did the real red dark. And filled it in. Like that. Then for his tail, I used the dark pool party. Filled it all in. I didn't feel like using just the Pretty Peacock light and dark gave enough contrast. So I used that. And then we came in with the light Pretty Peacock. And then we added a little to the dark. And then taking that pool party again. Blend it. Okay. All out of the way. Bring in our dies. Of course, we have a die for everything, including his little skateboard here. So we have the skateboard, we have our cake, and we have our little skater. So we're going to go ahead. This one. And we need the cake. Put them all through and cut. There's a little mouthpiece. Skateboard and cake. And garbage. Okay, so we bring all the stuff back in. So for our little rooster here, I am gonna add just a little adhesive there. And he's going to be right about there as he squawks about something. And then for our little board here, we do have those little mini dimensionals. And believe it or not, they fit in there just right. Oh, thanks, Kay. The colors, it did take me a little while to pick those out. I went through the catalog and I was looking at different color combinations, and I used the color coach that Stampin' Up! Provides. And that's how I came up with my colors. Oop, there we go. So there's our skateboard. And our little cake. Also gets a dimensional here on the bottom. A little bit of adhesive there on the top. And there's our little cake. And there you have it, card number 2. It's your birthday. Okay, final card. This is You Rule the Roost. And this one was so cute too. Anyway, we have another thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Gonna fold on that score line like so. Then I have a piece of that gingham paper. I picked the pretty pecan pie. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And I did cut this panel. It was a panel that I cut 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I just sliced it at 2 inches to give me 2 pieces that I could just kind of flip over. But again, they are 4 inches by 5 1/4 and just 2 inches cut off. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. Just like so. Thank you, Sue. And we're just going to butt those 2 pieces up together, just like that. And then I cut a piece of the pecan pie cardstock. I cut about 1/4 of an inch by 4 inches. And we're just going to line that up over that seam. So that goes right over the seam like so. Then using the new Nested Essentials dies, telling you guys if you don't have these on your wish list, you're going to want them on your wish list. These banners and these little panels here are awesome, but so are these here shapes. I found these are great for sentiment layers, a lot of fun things, but in this case we did use it as a backing for our little rooster. And I've already gone ahead and cut out the 2 layering pieces. I have one in Pretty Peacock. I'm loving the Pretty Peacock with pecan pie. And then, of course, we have the white piece. So it's the smaller. So it's the smallest and then the second smallest that I did cut out. Before I add this, though, I do need to find my linen thread. And I just wrapped this around a couple of times. And I've got way too much here. Let's be reasonable here. This should be good. Just gonna bring my tweezers in, because we all know I can't tie without them. May not be able to tie it with them either. Well, we're gonna give it a shot. Get my second hand, third hand, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. You definitely can, because with it being chuck, use it as a masculine card. Absolutely. But I think you could use it for feminine cards as well, just because we all go gaga over the chicks and the chucks and the chickens in general. I mean, I wouldn't mind receiving one of these cards, but definitely being roosters, I think that the men would appreciate this better than the Hey Chick set. Let's put it that way. All right, so now I have my little bow tied. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of this white panel, and we're going to go ahead and layer these up. There we go. Yeah, masculine cards are a little more difficult because men are, I don't know, what do you say? They're not. Oh, I don't even know how to say it. Like, they don't get in touch with their feelings. They think you're being corny when you give them a card sometimes. So I think it does make it a little bit more difficult. But that's not true for all men either. I mean, that's just. Okay. But yes, these absolutely would make great masculine cards for sure. I think. Especially, what man doesn't want to think he rules the roost? Whether he does or he doesn't. He likes to think he does. At least my husband likes to think he does. He finds out often that he doesn't, but you know. Okay. I went ahead and I cut out 2 of those little sunbursts here, and we're going to put those together. We're going to make one full rising sun here. So that's going to go right about there, like so. And then this one is going to go just like that. I also went ahead and cut out of a piece of the metallic paper, the oh my gosh, totally lost the word. You know, the thing on top of the barns. Oh my God. Leave it to me to have one of my moments. Yep. That happens to me. Weather vane. Thank you, Barb. Oh my goodness. Every so often. All right, so we're just going to take that weather vane and we're going to stick it right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for helping me out there. Holy, hate when that happens, but it does happen. Okay, back to my scrap piece of basic white. This time we are going to stamp our rooster. This one's in his skivvies. He's in his skivvies. And we're just going to stamp him like so. Then we're going to do You Rule the Roost in Pretty Peacock ink. You rule the roost. Okay, so now for him, we got a little bit different with him. Let's see. I need to find, what do we got? We need pumpkin pie. We need pretty peacock again. We need pecan pie. And we used copper clay. Okay. Oop, we need our dark pool party. Okay. So we're gonna start with our dark pool party, and we're just gonna do our little polka dots on his shorts. I just think he just cracks me up. There's no other words to describe it other than he's funny. He's got these little underpants on. Here's my light. I'm just going to take a little bit of the dark. That's it. Nothing too fancy. Then we need our pumpkin pie. I'm going to do his little legs. He's got these little chicken legs. And his little waddle. And his beak. And his eyelids. Okay. Then, let's see. I did light gray granite to fill in his little body here. And then we use the dark gray granite. And then I used the light and dark pebbled path. That's the light. Here's the dark. And then we're going to take that light gray granite and just kind of blend that out. Then we're going to use the copper clay light. And we're just going to do his comb and his head. There's the dark. Then for his tail, we went with the pumpkin pecan pie. And again, using the light. And for your rooster colors, you can always go online too and look up different colored roosters, and that'll help you too. Okay, so there's our little cutie. Get these all out of the way. And we need our chicken or rooster die. We're gonna get that all lined up. Like I said, these line up pretty easily. It just takes a second to get everything in alignment. And then we're going to bring back that angled cut from the fancy labels. Oop. We're going to get all that lined up and run that through. Here's our sentiment, and here's our little chicken, rooster, whatever you want to call him. And he gets some dimensionals. Tail. He's gonna stand right there. Next, we're gonna get some minis. Make sure I have the nope. Put it on the end here, and then this end gets adhesive. Peel those backings, and there you have it. There is your third card featuring the adorable Hey Chuck. So, quick recap. We have You Rule the Roost, It's Your Birthday, and Rise and Shine. And there are a couple of stamps in that collection that we still didn't even touch. And that would be, there's one more rooster in here. Let me grab it. That we didn't use. And that's this guy here. And I think he's stinking cute too. He's a funny little guy. And you've got something to crow about. And that's it. There's 2 stamps we didn't use yet. So that's it. Well, thank you, Miss Betty. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sue. Oh, thank you, Barb. I'm glad I could inspire you. I hope that this is one of those sets now you'll pick up and play with. Alrighty, guys. Again, I wanted to say thank you so much for coming to hang out with me again on a Sunday evening. I know many of you, have significant others who are probably waiting on you. So I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to again say thank you. And thank you so much for being patient with me while I've been dealing with this whole shoulder thing, because I don't know what the heck I did. I can't tell you that I went and did A, B, C, and D, and that's what happened. I noticed over a 2-week period that when I would roll over in bed, my arm would hurt, but not enough to do anything about it. I just moved on. And then over the last week or two there, it got pretty bad where I couldn't even lift my arm up. I still can't lift it up too high, but it's definitely better. I can stamp. I'm happy. Now I just got to get off these stupid prednisone because woof. Who knew? Thank you, Barb. You also have a great night. All right, guys. Again, thanks so much. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. And I hope to see you next weekend. Bye for now.